Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Diary of a Professional. It is Lou here.
Ashley.
Yes, we have a special guest, Miss Nicole Williams, not to be confused with Ashley Williams. I'm going to try. A professional organizer, but of course, we will say what we are grateful for this week. Would you like me to start, Ashley?
You know what? I'll start.
Okay, let's do it.
I am grateful for just getaways, like that simple, quick getaway.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Shout outs to Florida. Florida, sometimes we feel a way about Florida. Let me be mindful. I love our Florida listeners. Hold on. Let me be.
Okay.
I love my Florida listeners. But Florida be having its own, they have their
Yeah.
own beat to their drum. So, however, vacationing there can be just quick and just accessible, and you may not be able to get out the country, but you want that beach feel, you want that, relaxation feel, and Florida definitely can give that. So, I had a nice quick getaway. Um, there's more to Florida than Miami, y'all, and Orlando. Definitely explore more. So yeah, I'm grateful for that moment to just be up and just go. So yeah.
Let me tell you, I am grateful for, I'm going to say clarity. I feel like, earlier this week, I try not to stress. I'm really not. But, when certain things are important and you feel like, am I doing this? Like you're just guiding yourself in the dark. And then you get clarity on the situation. Things just start to make sense. Things fall into place. And you're like, it wasn't that bad or it wasn't that serious. And it's just like a weight lifted. So now I feel like, the things I got to get done, I am doing it with more precision. And I'm one who likes to work smarter, not harder.
Mhm.
So I'm happy.
I like
I'm
that.
happy. So I am grateful for clarity.
That's
Yeah.
wonderful. I guess I'll go.
Yeah.
I am grateful, honestly, just to be here alive, healthy, and in my right state of mind. Life is lifing, and a lot of things are going on around us in our homes, our families, our friends, the world. And just to have our head on a swivel is just like, thank you, Jesus.
Yeah.
And so I'm just really grateful for that. And I actually just took a trip to LA to regroup. And I was thankful for that. It was a little rainy the first 2 days, then it got so
Hmm.
Rain.
I'm just glad I'm able to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Just be able to get up and go. Like, bye, let's
Yeah.
see a different tree, a different gas station, some different dating around
Yeah.
bathing suits. Let me get that Los Angeles Venice Beach vibe. So I'm really grateful for that.
It
Good.
rains in LA.
Huh?
It rains
Girl.
in LA.
Yeah, the weather's being weird these days. So it rained for 2 days
Yeah.
in a row, and then it was sunny.
Consistently?
Just recently, then it was like 76 degrees. I was like, okay, we'll take it.
You know what? Isn't it flooding in the deserts of Dubai right now? You right.
Oh yeah, it's getting crazy. The weather's just
We
switched.
had an earthquake. It's just
You're
things are
right.
out of order. But
You're right. You're right. LA got our rain. We got their earthquake. All right.
right.
Oh my god, right? And we had their sun here in Chicago. It was like 76 degrees when we went out of town. I'm like, you know what? I'll just don't.
Do y'all act out in Chicago like we do in New York? Because let there be a little bit of sun.
Just
You would have thought.
they cut a rug.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
Do you hear me?
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Okay. I just had to know it wasn't just us. Okay.
Yeah.
Um as we get ourselves together, we are going to get into our topic. Miss Nicole Williams is a professional organizer. She might need to help me be the Ayanla in my life and fix it. So we'll see by the end of the episode. Um, she is a professional organizer, as you know, it states, and we just want to get into what you do and some background stuff. So we just want to know, like, starting out, like, introduce yourself and tell us what inspired you to start your business.
Awesome. Well, again, I'm Nicole Williams. I'm a professional organizer based out in Chicago. And I also just expanded to Houston, Texas. So that's a blessing for that. Um, the reason why I started organizing is, well, my dad, he's military. He's always been
Mm-hmm.
nice and very clean. My
Mm-hmm.
mom, the complete opposite, and she overbuys things and she could never find anything. I remember times when I was with my grandma, she would always overbuy, never get rid of things. Things would be cluttered and clean, but cluttered. And she just
Mm-hmm.
find things. I gave her permission slip to sign. All of a sudden, she can't find it. And so, just throughout the years, I was like, I'm so irritated by this. Like, get it together. If it doesn't need to be here, get it out. Keep your mail in one area and keep things like that. And then as I got older, I just found myself at my work desk making sure everything was together. And it wasn't like a level of like OCD. It was just like make it make sense to make my life simpler and easy. And I just ran into a woman named Tanya. She has a business here in Chicago, eHip, and she's like, Nicole, you know, you could turn this into a business. I was like I can help people and change their lives. She's like, yeah, that's what I do. I was like, all right, let's do it. And so I've been doing it ever since.
I love it. And it's really changing people's lives, by the way. Like, it really
Yes.
is a thing. So tell us about your process. Like, how involved are you? How hands-on are you with the process of decluttering and organizing? Tell us.
So I'm every client is different, but I've only had like a few where they have been hands on with me, helping me to declutter like their closets and stuff. But it's definitely a physical job. I think people, when they think of a professional organizer, they only think of the organization part. They completely forget about the decluttering process, going through the items. And as an organizer, you have to touch every single item. I don't care what it is. And so
Mm-hmm.
that part I'm hands on with, but the clients, they'll join me if it's like, sometimes it just to help. It helps if I'm helping them, it helps them to do it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Clients don't even want to see the process. They just was like, they'll tell me, you know, Nicole, I done lost 70 pounds. Anything that is a size 16 and up, I don't want it. Put it in donation bags. They will still look through it to say, oh, hey, my aunt probably wants this and stuff like that. But other than that, they just let me go for it. And I make it to where it's easy for them to find things and kind of just go from there.
Mm.
Yeah.
I like that. I love that for them. I feel like you getting your little fix in.
Yes.
Um, can we go a little like deeper? Because yes, on the surface it's cleaning, it's decluttering, but you know, what do you feel really causes the clutter? Like, why are people cluttering and like hoarding? If
I
you can touch on that.
It's definitely a number of things as to why a home or a space becomes cluttered. One can simply be lack of organization. Um, People have emotional attachment to things,
Mm-hmm.
do not want to get rid of it. You name it, they can't get rid of it. It could be an old shirt with complete holes in it and bleached up, but that's the same shirt they've been wearing to paint with their granddad who may have passed away. And so it's just certain things that they don't want to get rid of. Um, People are blinded to the accumulation of things. So I think I have an eye for what is simplified. You may say, "Oh, that's not enough." It's like it's 10 pairs of the same jeans or something. That's over exaggerated, but it could be 3 or 4 pair, which it has. That is over accumulating clothing items because you shop, shop, shop. You don't get rid of anything. Or another one, you're so busy. You're too busy to think straight. So how can you declutter and organize your home if you're working 12-hour shifts, you're running a business, you have children who have track meets, soccer practice, basketball. One then got sick, now you're sick. There is literally no time for you to do that. And when it is time, you don't want to declutter and you don't want to organize because then now you're back into your routine of things and you just never get a break. There's a million different reasons as to why clutter happens. But that could be the main one. Busy, lack of organization, and emotional distress. People who are depressed, people who have lost a loved one, husband, children. I've had clients that has dealt with those things, and that's the first thing I ask: what's the cause of this?
Mm-hmm.
It could be like, one of my clients, I love her so much. Her husband passed away 8 years ago, and guess what? She just let her house go, and I understood that. But when I decluttered and fixed that house up, she was the happiest person ever. She started gaining weight again, feeling good about life. And it's really important to get things together for that reason.
Absolutely. Do you find people want to tidy up before you arrive? Like all of a sudden they want to like be like, look how I'm living.
Like
Although I
I'm
need
messy, but
you,
not that messy.
All
I
Yes.
need
the
you,
time.
but like,
All
look. We ain't that bad. We not that bad. I promise you. Do you feel like
all
people do that?
time. Oh my God. I laugh because I'm like, it's got to the point where I'm like, do not touch anything. If I schedule a Zoom call for a consultation or if I come over, if they're like, Nicole, can I just send you some pictures really quick? I'm like, sure. They sending me this area and that
Mhm.
because they don't want me to see all of that. And then once I get there, I'm like, I could tell you move things around to make it
Mhm.
look a little bit better. But this is a no judgment free zone. The I love when it's cluttered so I can fix it for you. But I don't want you tidying it up. Don't tidy anything up. They do it all the time. I laughed so hard. I said, so you moved that, didn't you? Yeah, well, I wanted it to. I said, you didn't have to do that. That's why I'm here. I'm
Yeah,
to help you.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. At least you let them know, like, listen, I've seen it all, done it all. That's why I'm here.
Yeah.
So,
Heard
yes.
it all before.
Yeah. Is that a Sunshine Anderson song?
It
There's okay,
is.
okay. And obviously you have seen a lot. Which one do you find more challenging? Having a limited space to work with or too much stuff in that space?
Honestly, it's always seemed to be a limited space.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want people thinking I'm here to just like get rid of your clothes. If I'm doing a closet, I'm not telling you to just like get rid of your stuff. We just have to understand that this closet is entirely too small and you like to get dressed and be cute every day. So you want to keep your clothes. Let's try to see how we can maximize the space and then everything else that doesn't belong in there, if it's like out of season, it needs to go. But it's always a limited space. A bigger spaces is always easier. You can do so much with a bigger space. But when it's smaller, you have to be very tedious. and you have to kind of, like, some of my clients, I'm periodically texting them to make sure they're kind of keeping up with things, because the space is so small. Depending on your schedule and your lifestyle, you're so busy. It takes one outing with your girls to rearrange the whole closet, rearrange it, and it's a small space. So now you're like, I don't even feel like dealing with this.
Mm-hmm.
Got 3 more Fashion Nova packets on the way.
Why are you reading me right now?
I'm reading Ashley too. She quiet.
I'm the too busy. I'm the too busy. The one, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing this. Next thing you know, I'm like, how did this all happen? And now I got the time. I'm too tired. Like I need to sit down.
Yeah.
Listen, I completely understand.
Mm-mm. How do you help people part from certain items when they hoard? Like, how do you help them? Because it's a grieving process.
It is.
It's a grieving process. So I'm just wondering, how do you navigate that with them when you're like, yeah, no, this gotta go.
You know, it's a every person is different. Some people that become my clients, they we mesh our personalities. So now I can kind of talk to you in a professional homegirl way and be like,
Mm.
girl, get rid of that. Just get rid of it. And then there's times where I have to make it make sense for you. And if it does not make sense, then why is this here? If I'm asking certain questions about an item, you can't even answer it, or as you're saying it out loud, we both are sitting there looking confused, and then we both start laughing, that means it's time to go. You do not need this. It does not serve a purpose in your life or in your home. Let it go. Or maybe these items just got a little bad little spirit on it. Just let it go. Get it up out your house.
Yeah.
Go, let it go, let it go. But it can definitely be optional. And again, if they don't want to get rid of it, I'm not gonna be pulling teeth. We'll have a keepsake box.
Okay.
There are people. There's just certain items they just cannot get rid of. Stuff from their kids who are all grown, and
Mm-hmm.
stuff when they were little. It's like, great. There's 100 pictures here. Let's see if we can narrow it down to maybe 50. And then as we're narrowing it down, then they're like, yeah, you're right. I probably only want to keep 1 or 2. It's just
Yeah.
emotional attachment. You just kind of just work your way through. But by the end of each session, there's a lot of stuff. It's gone. It's,
Yeah.
I kind of love how you say sessions like it's therapy, because I feel like it is a form of therapy.
oh, it's a form of therapy. It is. I am a therapist as well. Put that
Yeah.
title.
We might have to add some alphabets after your name, because
Yeah, it is a therapy session. I'm telling you. I have went to client's house, and now you sitting there, you got your bottle of wine, and now we talking. Okay, because you needed an adult interaction and you need my help, and I am so here for it. I am here to talk, to make you feel good about it, and I want people to always be comfortable with me. I'm entering your home, your safe space. So I always want that, and I always love that, and I've always had like the best clients. They welcome me into their home. They're paying me to do a service, to get rid of their items.
yeah.
Some people think it's absolutely crazy, but if you have not ever had a professional organizer, some people don't need it. But for those who do, it takes a lot for them to build up enough courage to even
Yeah.
call somebody to integrate
Absolutely.
into their home. People think, oh my gosh, she's living like this. Some people are living like that, but that ain't none of your business. And this is my business. So
Mm.
here, this is staying between me and you. All they gonna see is the pretty side. But some want to share the good, the bad, and the ugly, because everybody has a story to tell behind their clutter as well. So,
Ooh.
am I preaching?
But I'm catching the word,
You
you
get that?
know.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. She and her word today, and I appreciate that. And I do.
Exactly.
And I do.
Yeah. So which do you prefer? Decluttering, organizing, styling? Do you have a preference?
I think the best part of it, I do love the organization, but I do think the best part of it is the decluttering process. It feels good to get rid of items that don't belong. It's therapy for me. But as you see items leave your house, it's therapy for you. You can breathe and think, and you feel better when those items are gone. And that's before the organization, because sometimes you can't even see the light at the end of the tunnel. You just can't until you get all of that stuff out, and then you're like, "Oh my God, I did!" And it's not always super big projects, but you will be surprised what you have housed in this pantry. The outdated items from 15 years ago. It is a thing because you just keep buying, you got space, and you just keep putting in there, keep putting in there. So I love decluttering. But let me see, let me find the oldest can in here. 2 years ago, that's too long.
And we'll keep a spice. If it's still in the bottle,
Come on
Yeah.
now, we'll keep
yeah,
get rid of that spice.
yeah. It's a rock now. It's a rock. Yeah.
You gotta shake it and hit it. It's got-
Just beat it on up. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I feel like as well, like our parents, they've just been through so much too. And like when, for example, they accomplish like getting that home or getting that place, and they just accrue and keep. And the more they keep, the more they get attached. And it's like, yeah, nothing ain't leaving now.
Yeah.
So I feel like sometimes we kind of have to unlearn those habits as well.
yeah,
Um,
Yes.
yeah.
How many bills are there from 5 years ago? And it could have just been a $10 joint. But the receipts, literal receipts, are still here.
they're
Hmm.
still there. Faded.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can't even read them.
I know.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
it's got to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
even the process of organizing, I don't, just declutter and organize. I help them come up with a system that's going to keep their organization. So, like a person who keeps too many papers, let's get this cute little thing over here. And these are your current bills.
Yep.
Soon as it gets in your hand, the junk mail, you can walk past one or two trash cans. Keep one right there. Just throw it away immediately. Unless it has, account numbers and things like that. That stuff is separated. But I just help them come up with a system so they can stay organized as much as possible. Of course, I want to keep coming back to your home, but not to keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. Let me help you. Let's help each other out. But
Yeah.
professional organizing, I mean, it can be luxury. Because guess what, Nicole? I don't want to do it. I don't have to do it. And I love you and I want you to keep coming back. Hey, I'm not mad at that. But I do want you to
Yeah.
live in an organized life. Throw that paper out. That bill paid. And if it ain't, throw it out.
Agreed. Yeah, I did hear this one thing where someone was like, and people don't realize it's not just like clothes, like you said, it could be food items, it can be pieces of paper. So it's like that cluttering thing can come in different forms. I love how you set up a system. I remember hearing one where they're like, don't just put it down, put it away. Because as easily as you could put it down, you could put it away.
You
Mhm.
can away.
I put that in my mind. I was like, yeah, I could put that in a hanger right now.
Yeah.
I could do that. So I'm going to do that.
Yep.
What other goals do you have for End Place Designs? Because clearly you are doing some things for the people out here.
Yes. So some of my goals, I guess short term, I want to keep expanding. I want people, and there's a lot of us organizers throughout the world, and I'm grateful for everyone in their businesses. But in place, I want to be worldwide. Do you hear me? Okay. So
Bam.
as I set up shop in Houston, I want to set up shop in Dallas. I want to set up shop in other areas of Illinois. I want to come to Queens. I want to be in New York. Okay. Oklahoma. I got family. I want to set up shop in all these places. And I want to expand and grow my team and continue to change lives. It's really a life changer. It it is. I have clients that just, oh my God, have really tremendously changed their lives. And I'm grateful for it. And so if I can keep expanding and show people you can live a organized, clutter free life, you're going to feel good. You're going to feel good to get dressed. You know, sometimes getting dressed can be stressful. No, let it be luxury. Pick it up off that velvet hanger. Get your purse out that clear box because you paid $20 for it, 20,000. Like, what are we doing here? Let it feel good. If it's cluttered, it doesn't feel good.
It
Yeah.
doesn't. It doesn't.
We work too hard. Everybody,
1,000%.
let it be.
Yeah.
Let it be organized and cute.
Go ahead, girl.
Yeah.
And you know what? If they hire you, they're going to be saving money because you can actually remember what you have and see what you have. And you don't have to buy 10 more of that item because you didn't remember that it was actually there at the bottom of the pile.
Yeah.
So you are worth your weight in gold.
Yes.
Okay.
Because we will forget what we bought quickly. Like, I got this black shirt. I think I do, but I can't find it. Oh, it's in there.
It's there.
It's there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It is.
Where can the people find you?
Yes.
Well, they can definitely go to my Instagram. I do have a Facebook page as well. I get more active on that, but my Instagram is in place, and that's in PLACE designs with an S on Instagram _. And in there is the link in my bio to, call me for a free call. Like I said, I'm a therapy too, so I'm a therapist. You can call me for 15 minutes. How can I help you? I'm not on TikTok yet. I gotta get with all this stuff. I'm trying to catch up. I feel a little old, y'all, but I'm trying. I'm getting
We're going to eventually.
it's a process.
It is a process.
Yeah.
It's a process.
Yes. If it's still around, we don't know. They might ban it. We don't
Oh,
know.
exactly.
Yes. But we are thankful that we can reach you through IG and just doing the good work,
Important work.
Yes.
So thank you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Nicole, for coming on. Please, guys, let us know what you think. Tell us your thoughts. Like, subscribe, comment, follow, all the good stuff. We thank you for being with us.
Till next time, y'all.
Thank you.